Harry Carey back in the ballpark. A left-hander, another left-hander like Hargraves. Tabaka.
Jeff Tabaka has been pretty good for Houston. 1-0, 1.88 ERA on for the 24th time. Overall, the same 1-0 record, a 2.97 ERA. And he's going to look at Mark Grace to lead off the 7th.
First pitch is high and outside. The Cubs trail by a run. They once led by 3. 7-6 Houston. Base hit, left field. Grace punches a single to left. Gives them 1 out of 3. And he represents a tying run. And here's Sammy Sosa. So Jeff Tabaka's been greeted with a single by Grace. The Cubs trying for their 7th in a row. Sammy. Swung and he missed. Had a good cut. The Cubs need to win all 4 games of the series to stay alive for the wild card. Swung at a bad pitch, fouled it off, 0-2. The current Cubs 6-game winning streak is their longest since winning 8 in a row in May of last year. 0-2 the count. Way high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wilkins did a nice job there. That one was sailing on toward the bricks, and he was able to make the catch.
One ball, 2 strikes. Oh, for a long one here. 7-6 Houston, runner on. Nobody out. Fouled it back again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tabaki, a left-hander. We're in the bottom of the 7th. One-two pitch over the first, runner back. The outfield shades Sosa towards the left, a shade toward left. Playing very deep. There's a line drive in the right field, going to be caught by Derek May. He hit the ball good, but right at him. May came in and made the catch. 1 out is Luis Gonzalez. And Dunston will be next. Gonzalez flat out deep in the 5th. Homered with a man on in the 3rd. Lined hard to the shortstop in the 2nd. Runner at first. Look out, almost hit him. A pitch high and inside. Tabaki. One ball, no strikes. A lead by Grace. He threw the ball by him. A ball and a strike.
Pretty good fastball by Jeff Tabaka. That one around 92 miles an hour, and he threw it up and right by Louis.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on, 1 behind. That's the story in a nutshell. Outside, 2 balls and the strike. Dunston would be next. Tabacas throws over to first. Another bunch of pigeons or geese, Arnie. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Low outside. Now make it be a good pitch and cream it. Gonzalez has a 9-game hitting streak. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4, he walked in. And now's when we need a base hit. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And Terry Collins, the fine little manager of the Astros, comes walking out. And we're going to have a new pitcher. That will be their 2, 4, 7th pitcher used today. And this ball game is almost 3 hours old. Tabaka faced only 3 men, got 1 of them out, allowed a hit and a walk. Wild pitch and the runners have advanced. McMurtry's first pitch is wild, and the Cubs now have the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second, as the Astros find a 1-run lead in jeopardy. Now the infield is in, except Biggio is playing deep, so is the shortstop. Shipley. Runners at second and third, 1 out. This is where Dunston has shown all year. Curveball in there, a strike call. He's probably delivered more. 2 out, run batted in all year long. 7-6 Houston. Ooh, he swung at a bad pitch. He must have a good fork ball. So he's behind on 1 ball, 2 strikes. Service will be next. Grace, a runner at third, the tying run. Foul tipped, boy. And he had a good pitch to hit a curveball and hung for him. That's the best pitch he had to hit in this whole sequence.
Here's a hanger, and Sean Dunston has a great shot at it, fouls it off the mask of Wilkins. Now you got to figure that McMurtry will go to that slider, low and away in the dirt, and a lot of pressure on Wilkins to block it.
Runners second and third. Ooh, he fouled it back. Had a good swing again, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You got to get that tying run in before you worry about winning. One 14,000 plus today. Sean Dunston, the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second. The delivery. Way outside. Ball 2. McMurtry tempting Dunston with hard sliders away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Into the dirt. Nice save by Rick Wilkins of what would have been the tying run. 3-2 now. The shortstop and second baseman are back. The first baseman and the third baseman are even with the bags. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dunston takes his time, getting ready. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled it back, had a good cut. That pitch may have been to the outer portion of the plate, but certainly too close to take. Service would be next. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Watch it. Inside, he walked him. The bases are loaded. And here's Service again. He's homered with 1 on. He walked. He singled and scored in the 6th. But he's facing a sidearm right-hander in McMurtry.
Tell what he's done with the bases loaded, and he's come through in these situations, and Scott Service has come through all year long, and it's Craig McMurtry against the world with nobody up in the pen.
Craig McMurtry, veteran right-hander. Bases are loaded with 1 out. Foul ball out of play into the stands. Glad to see Service going the other way with him. That's how he tied up a game here the other day with a line single to right with 2 out in the bottom, and the 9th tied it up, and the Cubs later won it on Scott Bullett's triple. 0-1 the count. He started a swing, he held up, and the count is evened up. 1 ball, 1 strike. The only thing you fear here with McMurtry throwing so many low sliders, the double play. You got to worry about that. Now the pitch. Swing. And that wouldn't have gone anywhere had he hit it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hernandez will be next. Grace down the line at third. That's the tying run. Bases are loaded. Held up again. They appeal, but again, Charlie Williams, umpiring in first, says no, he did not swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Scott Service against his old teammates. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a drive. Way back in left center, that'll score the tying run. And it does. There's another runner advancing to third. And the other one to second. So Dunston went to second. Gonzalez went to third. And this ball game is all tied up as Grace crossed the plate.
I'm surprised that Cangelosi doesn't get this ball into second base. He tries to take it to third, no chance there, and on the play, Dunston moves into second.
And that's the 3rd run batted in for the day for Scott Service. The other time, he singled and scored. So he's 2 out of 2 for the day. Here's Hernandez. Curveball in there, a strike call. He held up, or did he? They appealed. He did not go around. Scott Bullock getting ready to hit for the pitcher. Bottom of the 8th, game tied 7-7. Fouled it out of play the last time. After battling to a 2-strike count, Hernandez singled to right. Set up the run they scored in the 6th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul back. He reached for that pitch. Might have been a ball, but he cannot afford to take it. Close enough to swing at.
Well, you think about being a little too careful here with that slider, and McMurtry throwing another one in the dirt.
Strike 3 call. Hernandez called out on strike, but the Cubs score a run on 1 hit, 2 left. There's a pitch a little wide. At the end of 7, the score is tied at 7.
You might take something for your heart, your joints, or your digestion. So why wouldn't you take something for the most important part of you, your brain? With an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish, Prevagen has been shown in clinical trials to improve short-term memory. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
I'm Mike Zen, CEO of the University of Illinois Hospital and Clinics. To our doctors, nurses, and entire staff at UI Health, thank you. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, your guidance and courage have been an inspiration. Our deepest gratitude is for your commitment to our patients. Your brave, selfless care exemplifies what makes us great. And Chicago, we are here for you. We will get through this together.
At Domino's, we think you and your oven could use a break. Ours are running at 450 degrees, and your pizza stays untouched from here to your table. Use contactless carryout to get 3-topping pizzas on any of Domino's 5 crusts for just $7.99 each.
Motorcycle riders love the open road, and Geico loves helping riders get to where they're going. So to help even more, Geico is giving new and current customers a 15% credit on their motorcycle policies with the Geico Give Back. And because we're committed for the long haul, the credit lasts your full policy term. The Geico Give Back, helping riders focus on the road ahead.
When you live in Chicago, you proudly call this home. Your bank should too. We're Wintrust, built here for here. And we've taken our place as Chicago's bank because no other bank can say the same.
So there's Randy coming in, looking at the numbers. Non-save situation for him. An unusual situation because he comes in now with the game in his hands. And Derek May is taken down. Tony Eusebio, pretty good hitter, hitting .307.
Eusebio, the pretty good pinch hitter, too, was 7 out of 17, a home run included. So Randy brought in the face of the left-handed Derek May, finds himself having to face a tough right-handed hitter in Tony Eusebio.
Eusebio's had some knee problems of late, and it's really hampered his effectiveness. It's the left knee, and that's the one he hits against. And normally he will hit the ball to right and right center field. But Randy has got to pay particular attention to Biggio at first.
Now ready. Strike call, the beauty of slider. Parent behind the plate. Mark has shown you a great arm the last couple of years. Biggio, the runner at first. Throw to first. Looking ahead to the bottom of the eighth. We'll start off with Parent. There's a high pop fly left field. Biggio was going on the pitch. He returns to first base. There are two out now.
Maganin is being called back. James Mouton coming on to pinch hit.
Is that any relation to the Mouton with the White Sox?
I don't think so.
James Mouton, born in Denver, lives in Sacramento. With Houston last year, hit .249. Played with Tucson also. This year, Mouton is hitting .259 with 3 homers, 24 RBIs, 3 out of 13 as a pinch hitter. He's batting for Maganin. Runner at first, 2 away. Fastball outside. Parent behind the plate in a kneeling position. On his knees. Now he straightens up a little bit. Biggio, good lead. A high pop foul. Gray's going over. Can't make a play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, Randy Myers, being a left-hander, might be able to keep Biggio a little closer on his lead than a right-hander. See how it works out. Throw to first, runner back. A tense moment here at Wrigley Field. The Cubs shooting for their 7th in a row, playing the team they have to beat 4 in a row to take over second place in their division. Ooh, look out, almost had them going the wrong way. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mouton. Little guy, 5'9", 175. Whoa, the ball pops out of Parrot's glove. Oh, that hurt. Pass ball on Parrot.
This fastball just gets away from Parent. And on the play, Biggio now moves into second.
And so, whereas a single would not have scored a run a moment ago, it will now. So Randy Myers in a jam. Two balls and a strike. Trying to steal third. Save. Biggio steals third as well.
Second stolen base of the day for Biggio, 5th for the Astros. Most surprising that he would try to steal third with 2 outs, but he is in easily ahead of the tag.
You can see what he's thinking. Another pass ball or wild pitch.
Certainly.
3 balls and a strike.
And now Mark Parent is telling him to watch out for the bunt because Randy falls off to the third base side and Grace is in at first.
Swung and he missed. That was power against power. Randy Myers fastball. Mouton a good swing at a fastball. 3-2 now. 7-7 tie. The whole infield, with the exception of second base, in the shade from the stands. The pitch. Fouled it off. 3 balls, 2 strikes, almost had it by him. James Mouton. Count is 3-2. Brian Hunter will be next. Now Mouton steps out of the batter's box as Randy Myers takes a lot of time. 3-2, runner at third. A high pop foul out of play. And Mouton in a good time at bat for him. He's run the count to 3-2. He's fouled off pitches. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Key spot in this ball game. Biggio, long lead, the pitch. There she goes, way back. No doubt about it. It might be. It could be. It is a home run. How about that? Look at it. That ball well onto Waveland Avenue. It went into the yard of that house. Whoa, look at that. A fan comes running out on the field.
And Randy had something for him when he got there.
Yes, he did. A left cross to the chin. Mouton on a 3-2 fastball. No doubt about it. He hit it a mile. His 4th home run of the year. Well, fan came racing out to the mound. And Randy Myers, seeing him coming right at him, did what anybody would have to do, defended himself. Well, it's 9-7 Houston now. The huddle's still going on. Randy Myers without his cap at the moment. A tough inning. The base hit to right. Biggio has scored 118 runs for the year now. He scored 4 today. The inability to contain him has cost the Cubs dearly.
Let's take a look at the home run again. A 3-2 fastball, and James Mouton just crushes it. And then, amazingly, a fan came out, took a run at Randy Myers. And I don't think you want a piece of Randy Myers, especially how he felt after giving up the home run.
There's a guy running after the baseball, the home run, into the yard across the street on Waveland Avenue. No doubt about it, Mouton hit it about as hard and as far as he possibly can. 9-7 Houston. At one time, the Cubs led 5-2. That was the 7th home run hit of Randy Myers in 55 innings this year. So nobody on, 2 men are out, 2 runs are in. Biggio started it all with a single. A big play, a pass ball enabled him to go to second, and he stole third. Here's Brian Hunter from Vancouver, Washington, facing Randy Meyer from Vancouver, Washington.
Biggio has been on 4 times today, and he scored 4 runs. Run his season total to 118.
Pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike. Well, can the Cubs rally again? Parent will lead it off in the 8th. Strike 2 called, 2-2. Line shot, center field, base hit. So Hunter gets his 3rd hit of the day. Single to center. And here's Rick Wilkins. No, he went out of the ball game.
I think it's Ricky Gutierrez going to come on a pinch hit.
Number 12, Ricky Gutierrez will pinch hit from Wilkins.
I imagine we'll see Mike Henneman finishing up for the Astros. And that's going to be all for Randy Myers. He hands the ball to Jim Riggleman as he trots off the field. "15 pitchers working in 1 ball game. Is only 7.5 innings old at the moment.
A lot of work out of the bullpen today, and
don't you think we ought to have more expansion?
He's very unhappy, Randy Myers.
Oh, boy, I feel for him. I know how competitive he is, and he wants to win so badly. Remember, I mentioned what a good time at bat it was for Mouton because he kept fouling off pitches after running the count to 3-2, and finally his discipline was rewarded with a fastball down the middle that he hit out of the ballpark for 2 runs.
Gutierrez 1 for 3 as a pinch hitter. Usually hits the ball to right field, and watch Hunter.
There he goes. No play by Parent. Boy, there he goes. Another stolen base.
That's his 4th, the 6th of the day for the Astros. For the game, Terry Collins said he's going to try to run his way into an offense. And
he certainly did that.
Been pretty effective here today.
And yet, the biggest thing that's causing a victory, if he is to get it, has been a home run by a pinch hitter, Mouton, with a man on, 2 out in the 8th. Swung and he missed. And going to third base as the pitch gets away from Parent. Might be a little tough to see behind that plate. It looks very dark. The lights are shining. Ricky Gutierrez hitting .266. That's the second pass ball for Parent this inning. Now the pitch. Struck him out. But 2-run score on 4 hits. No errors and 1 left. We go in the bottom of the 8th. The Cubs trailing 9-7.
Let Marquee Sports Network deliver fresh baseball news and analysis to you with Cubs 360 Daily. Though baseball may be on pause, We're pulling together the most knowledgeable voices coming to you daily from their home to yours.
I think all baseball fans, all of us, appreciate the fact that they're working very hard to try to make this happen.
Cubs 360 Daily, fresh each weeknight at 6 on Marquee Sports Network. Proudly presented by Miller Lite.
I'd kind of given up hope. I wasn't going to spend $12,000 on hair plugs. But I tried this, and it was great, and I've never looked back.
I brush my teeth in the morning. I had braces when I was a child. We take care of other parts of our body. You can take care of your hairline. It's okay.
I mean, I'm just grateful that the products work so well, that they're so convenient, and that I don't have to stress out about losing my hair anymore.
Don't wait until you lose more hair. Go to forhims.com right now.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
Get to know where to place your next bet on Follow the Money on Marquee Sports Network. Vegas veterans Mitch Ross and Paulie Howard host this hour-long show, share their knowledge of sports and gambling.
The Cubs always take money, so it doesn't matter. Everyone would come to town and bet the Cubs win the World Series, no matter who was on the team.
Get the most up-to-date information in live odds, predictions, and betting trends from the sports gambling capital of the world. Follow the Money, live weekday mornings at 6 on Marquee Sports Network.
Shipley moves from short to third. Andy Stankiewicz is the new shortstop. And Mouton, who hit the two-run homer, is the right fielder. Mark Parent leading it off against Greg Swindell.
Cubs saw Swindell in a relief role in Houston, and he threw the ball as well as he could throw it, and then followed it up with a pretty good start after that.
There's a pitch a little bit outside. This is the sixth time that Swindell is relieved this year. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's won 9, lost 9. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. We're only in the bottom of the 8th. Plenty of time to make up 2 runs. 9-7 Houston. A Houston victory eliminates the Cubs from wild card hopes. There's a strike call. A fastball. Ryan McRae will be next. There's a high fly ball, deep left field, might be out of here. It could, gonna be off the wall. Here comes Parent around the second base with a double. Mark Parent. 1 more biscuit for breakfast, and he'd have had a home run.
This one is about as far back as you can get it without taking it out of the ballpark. Brian Hunter goes back to the ivy. He's cutting across, looking up, thinks he's got a shot at it. But it hits above his leap. Angelosi gets it back in, but not before Parent winds up at second base.
Here's McRae now. Nobody out. Easy to get to. There's a high fly ball. Left field will be caught. Angelosi under the ball. Here comes Parent racing for third base. He's safe. Parent after the catch advanced to third. And McRae was only about 20 feet short of a game-tying homer.
Ends up base running by Mark Parent, who doesn't have great speed, but he knows that Cangelosi does not have the strongest arm in the world. So he comes chugging down the line, able to make it easily into third base.
Oh, boy, I wish I wish Hojo was hitting left-handed against Swindell. He's more of a home run threat left-handed than right-handed, but you never know. He can hit them from both sides. Curve strike call. Boy, how about that ball that caught in the ivy that cost the Cubs a run earlier? One ball, one strike. Mark Grace would be next. Hojo. Outside, ball 2. Now Johnson is 1 out of 4 so far today. He tripled off the center field wall in the 3rd. Now the pitch. Line drive, center field, base hit, a run is in. It's a 9-8 ball game. Johnson single to center. And now it's 9-8.
Howard drives in his 20th run of the year. And gets a hit from the right side, taking this curveball out away from him, dumping it into center field. And it cuts the Astros lead to just 1 as Mel Stottlemyre comes out to the mound to talk with Swindell.
Grace has driven in the run, scored a run, and had a base hit. 1 out of 3. Oh, a home run will win it now. 9-8 in favor of Houston. I would win it, could win it. We're only in the bottom of the 8th. Terry Collins, the Houston manager. Here's Grace. Runner at first, 2, 1 out. Swindell's pitch. Look out. Johnson's back. Now Johnson liable to steal. He was a member of the 30-30 club with the Mets 3 times, I think. 2 or 3. Fastball is low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Line drive, left field, way back, can't reach it. Here comes a tying run. He is going to score. A double for Grace in front of the plate. And the Cubs have tied it up. Holy cow. Grace could have made a triple on that. I think he was thinking of the tie score and his double leadership.
Well, Mark Grace, his 49th double of the year. Driving in his 2nd of the day, his 88th of the year. And that's going to be it for Greg Swindell.
Well, Grace has tickled to death. He just tied up this ball game. Well, a line double to left and Cangelosi, who can run, really gave it a chase, dive for the ball, which may have been a mistake because it enabled Parrott to score from second. Look at that try. See, he dives for the ball. By the time he gets up and recovers it, Parrott, who cannot run, he's a catcher, was just rounding third base. He's still not running very fast. I felt like I was resting on his shoulders as he ran from second base home. But all's well that ends well. And this game is tied up 9-9. And here's Sammy Sosa. Boy, oh boy, too bad more of you aren't here today. What a long but exciting ball game. You can have the 1-0 games. You've been a Cy Young Award pitcher. Give me these 10-10s and 11-10s.
These are exciting games. A lot of action. And the Cubs get to hit last today.
They ought to be running out a pitcher. Swung and he missed the curveball. 9 pitchers. I can't find any place to put the last 2. The Cubs have used 7. Sammy Sosa waiting. There's a bouncing ball. That won't drive anything in. And he's out at first base. Sammy did not have a very good swing. 2 out. And here's Luis Gonzalez facing his old teammates again.
I would assume here they're going to put Gonzalez on, but we'll have to see what's on the mind of Terry Collins. Called to the bullpen once again for the Cubs. Let's see if they're going to face Louis or put him on first base. No signal yet, so they're going to face him.
Gonzalez with a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. Curveball in there, a strike call. Veras, a curveball pitcher. Practically every pitch he threw to Sammy was a curve. That evens a count. A ball and a strike. Sean Dunston would be next. How about a wild pitch or something? 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike call. Hey, Veras has made 4 wild pitches this year in his limited appearances. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield deep. Outside. Is that a knuckleball or just a curveball or change?
Looks like a slider.
It's a slow slider.
It's a non-breaking slider.
That's like the sliders you used to get at White Castle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Whoa, what a play and the throw in time. He's just saved the ball game. Shipley did. But the Cubs have scored 2 to tie it on 3 hits. 1 left. At the end of 8, all tied up. 9-9.
I've been with Nell now for 2.5 years, and I just feel like I am making a difference in her life. I know how much her family relies on me being there. It's about the bond that we form.
At Care.com, you can find the help your mom needs to stay independent at home. Search from lots of local caregivers who can help with meals, housekeeping, personal care, and more. It costs less than you think.
At 98 years old, she's enjoying her life.
Find the senior care help you need. Care.com.
This isn't forever. It's a moment in time. We may be isolated, but we're still connected. We navigate individually, but experience this together. We're Chicago. We know how to hunker down and push through. We'll come out stronger, more resilient. Look forward to the day we'll share these spaces once again. From us at Wintrust to all of you, hang in there. We'll see you on the other side.
Sure.
Yeah, we all want to know, honey, so.
Blue. Blue means boy. Blue means boy.
If you ride, you get it. Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
When allergies attack,
the excitement fades. Allegra helps you say yes with the fastest non-drowsy allergy relief. For 24-hour relief from your indoor and outdoor allergies, say yes to life's possibilities. Allegra, live your life, not your allergies.
If only there was a place nearby you could get one of these. Or these. Good thing they're sold literally everywhere business is done. I'm pretty sure you could buy them at a bank. Not sorry, Reese's.
You're watching Cubs Classics, proudly presented by Prevagen. Let's get back to the action.
Harry Carey and Steve Stone as we go now in the top of the ninth. Terry Adams facing Shipley, who saved the ball game as the third baseman in the bottom of the eighth. Boy, a bullet of a low line drive, one out. He came up with it, didn't know he had it really, and threw. Gonzalez out. Here's a high pop foul, and Grace is there, makes the catch. Shipley pops to Grace. Here's Stankiewicz, the shortstop. He used to be with the Yankees, among other teams. Little guy, an Eddie Stanky type of ball player. One out, nobody on. Strike call. Boy, that Cubs easily could have taken the lead in the eighth. Besides the great play by Shipley on Gonzalez, Grace really should have had a triple. He could have scored on Sosa's slow bouncing ball. Here's the pitch. And he tries to bunt his way on. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cubs have not had a 1-2-3 inning this entire ball game. In fact, the Astros have left at least 1 man on in every inning. Be a good time for 1-2-3 for Terry Adams.
Well, there's a split screen on the manager, Jim Riggleman and Terry Collins. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Strike 3 call. Oh, he slipped that fastball right by him.
Not much doubt about this. A bullet of a fastball, and Stankiewicz has no complaints.
And so here now is John Cangelosi. He's 1 out of nothing out of 5. 2 out, nobody on. Biggio will be next. 1 ball, no strikes. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th. Dunston will lead it off. Strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on. Top of the 9th. I wonder how my good friend Dennis Watson is doing. Ball game a little later than we figured on. Two balls. Where do you think I learned that, Arnie? From you. Here's the pitch swung on. Bouncing ball. Throw him out, Sean. Got him! Oh, fine arm by Sean Dunston. Barely got Cangelosi diving for the bag. Maybe if he hadn't dived, he might have beat it out. Look at this. All right, we're going to bottom of the 9th, still tied at 9. Harry Carey back at Wrigley Field. 28 hits, 18 runs. About 17 pitchers have been used. Dave Veras got out of the Cub 8th when they came from behind and tied it up. Here's Dunston. He is 1 out of 3. A hit, a run scored, and a walk. We're going on to a 4-hour game. Here's the pitch swung and he missed. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Tied 9-9. About 5 minutes from 4 hours. Here's the pitch. There's a good bunt. Tough play. He is safe. He beat it out. Dunson. Now here comes Terry Collins. Boy, I tell you, Craig Shipley made an outstanding pick up and throw. Watch him pick it up barehanded. Out of position throws, and it's bang, 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 and a tie to the runner. The winning run at first. And here is Ponzil coming out as the pinch hitter. Now, Veras, a slow curve pitcher, it looks like. Throws a lot of breaking balls. Where are those kids from? Maybe they're from Aroma, Illinois, the Little Leaguers. That's supposed to be near Kankakee. The pitch. He bunts. It is fair. The catcher finally throws him out. It's a sacrifice. 2-4. A little bit low now. Veras, a right-hander, a curveball pitcher. Hernandez, not a good curveball hitter unless they hang it, and then he can hit it as far as anybody. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. 1 run would win it now. First game of the 4-game series, a series that the Cubs need to sweep to take over second place in their division. Swung anyway. Mark Parent is next. He started that 8th with a double that just missed being a home run. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Veras whirls around. Veras. (29 years old). 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Struck him out with a fastball after throwing a lot of curves. And that puts it up to Mark Parent.
Cubs would love to win it right here, because if they go to the 10th, they got to go to Biggio and Bagwell.
Boy, we need a base hit right here. Parent started the 2-run 8th inning that tied up the ball game. Two out. Go ahead, run to second. Inside, ball 1. Boy, that smash that Gonzalez hit it. Shipley to end the 8th. How'd he come up with that ball? But he did. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. A little bit inside, ball 2, and Brian McRae is next. Two men around. And I'm sure Parent has the green light. He's a fastball hitter. He figures to get 1. 2 balls, no strikes. Swung. Yeah, that was a slider. And that might have been ball 3, too. 2 balls and the strike, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 9th. Did he swing? Yep, he went around. 2-2. That can't be a slider. That seems to be a kind of, that breaks more than a slider.
Well, he's got a slider, and he also has either a forkball or a straight change, Jerry, because the bottom seems to fall out of it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch in the dirt. Oh boy, had done some way halfway to third when he saw it hit the. What's his name? Eusebio. Made a good stop. 3-2, 2 out. Dunson, the runner at third. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Fouled it off. Attaboy, Mark, hang in there. Didn't have a very good swing, but he fouled it off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, for a base hit, the game is over if he gets it. 3-2. He wanted to hold up, but he went around. And he struck him out. And so, at the end of 9, we're tied at 9.
And Doug.
Give me your hand! I can save you! Lots of money with Liberty Mutual. We customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Do you have concerns about mild memory loss related to aging? Prevagen is the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand. You can find it in the vitamin aisle in stores everywhere. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
These are uncertain times, but we at First Midwest Bank remain strong, remain committed to our clients, to our communities. And we want those who are uncertain in these uncertain times to know that even though we currently all need to stay apart, we are all in this together. First Midwest Bank.
When you're home, there's nothing like enjoying a classic with a classic. Miller Lite. Great taste and only 96 calories.
Hi, I'm Lolly, a Domino's franchisee.
As you can see, we're open and working hard to safely keep putting food on people's tables.
And we could use your help doing that.
If getting some full or part-time work during these tough times could help you,
Domino's is hiring.
Head to jobs.domino's.com
and apply today. Because we're not only committed to putting food on people's tables,
we're committed to helping you put food on your table.
Harry Carey and Steve Stone as we go into the top of the 10th, and boy, they got their big hitters coming up.
Mike Walker coming into the ball game. He is the 7th used by the Cubs as we move into extra innings. So Walker comes in at 1-3, 2.91 ERA, on for the 42nd time, 43 in the 3rd innings, 43 hits. He's given up just 1 home run, walked 22, fanned 19. And he's got a tough task ahead of him with Biggio, Bagwell, and Eusebio.
16 pitchers used by the two teams in the game at has a total of 18 runs. That's almost a pitcher per run. And more than a pitcher per hits. And here's Biggio. Doesn't this guy ever get retired? 1, 2, 3 hits and the walk. Scored 4.
He's been retired once. That's the only time he didn't score.
He hadn't gotten into the spirit of the game. That was the first inning.
That was 4 hours ago.
Here's Biggio. There she goes, way back on the first pitch, off the wall, and here's Biggio on his way to second base. Boy, nice way to start him off with a fastball down the middle.
You don't think that one fooled him?
Oh, God, we're lucky it didn't go out of here.
This ball's hit right on the button as Walker goes first ball fastball, and Biggio turns on it, his 4th hit of the day. And every time he's been on previously, he's scored. So now you got to deal with Bagwell, Eusebio, Mouton, and Hunter.
And they're going to walk Bagwell intentionally. And that will bring up Eusebio. Tony Eusebio, the catcher, who pinch hit and flied out in the 8th.
Eusebio does not have a sacrifice bunt this year. You'd think that he would be sacrificing with a bad knee, and certainly an inviting double play target. He's grounded into 12 of them this year.
You wouldn't believe it, but it happens to be so. I've just been told that this guy was clean shaven before the game started. And now look at him. I can't believe that.
Well, Anthony Young loosening up in the bullpen as both managers pulling out all the stops and pulling out all the pitchers for that matter.
I tell you, I'd rather see Tony Eusebio facing Anthony Young than Mike Walker, but see what happens. Eusebio, runners at first and second. What you need here is a double play.
And a few guys employed today by both sides.
We ought to have a score sheet 10 times that big. Runners first and second. Look at that. The wheel was in progress. Johnson charging towards the plate. Dunson going towards third. Grace coming in from first. And Hernandez covering first.
Now, the one thing you have to really worry about is moving around a little too soon, because Biggio's a great base runner. He swiped 2 bases already. And he will not hesitate to try to swipe third.
Pitches outside, ball 2. Mike Walker. We're in the 10th. And the Astros with runners at first and second, nobody out. Bunts foul. And Biggio running with the bunt, wound up past third. I think you saw why Eusebio didn't bunt much this year.
Not much of an effort there.
Boy, the way everybody's moving, it'd be tempting to let him swing away. No infielders in normal position on this wheel.
Ball's gotten away from the bullpen, and so they'll call timeout.
That was from the Astro bullpen.
And Mark Brennisin very close at first, as is Howard Johnson at third. Again, you have to keep your eye on Biggio.
How do you get a triple play?
A line drive right at somebody.
Well, could have let her roll, I think. But you couldn't take a chance with Stay Fair. It's a sacrifice for Eusebio.
Sean almost falls over Biggio. That's one way to try to get him out of there.
And here's James Mouton. Mouton. James Mouton, whose two-run homer of Randy Myers gave them a two-run lead in the 8th. They're going to pitch to him. There's a high fly ball. Now watch this play. Biggio very fast. There's the throw. And he is safe at the plate. And Mouton has driven in the last 3 runs for Houston. The reason they pitched to him is they wanted to have first base open to walk Ryan Hunter.
Pretty good throw right here by McCray. But it's just a touch late. And Biggio scores. Good effort by McCray. He sets up well. The throw is right there.
McCray will be leading off the bottom of the 10th. So this thing isn't over yet. They lead only by a run. 2 out. Runner at third.
5 runs scored by Biggio today.
I can't recall that happening too often.
I think that's an all-time Houston record.
I mean, for everybody. How about Stennett? The day got 7 hits. There's a high fly ball, will be caught. We go into the bottom of the 10th, and Houston's leading Chicago 10-9.
Restaurants are our family, the cornerstone of our communities, and our family needs help. Right now, they're facing a crisis, and they're counting on your takeout and delivery orders to help them through. Because if we don't treat restaurants like family today, they might not be around to treat us like family tomorrow. Grubhub. Together, we can help save the restaurants we love.
Hey, Guy. Hi there. Welcome to HIMS.
Should have done it years ago, and I feel like the young stud that I always imagined I was.
Outstanding product. Works above and beyond our expectations.
This has been a life changer, even in just a few weeks.
Featured in GQ, Playboy, and Men's Health. Find out what all the buzz is about.
Go to forhims.com/ed and get started with a free online visit while supplies last.
Hey Chicago, it's Joe Madden for Catholic Charities. Amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, Catholic Charities of Chicago continues to serve the poor, the elderly, and those with no one to turn to. Our community needs will only grow in the coming months, but so will the resolve and generosity of countless individuals across our region. With your help, Catholic Charities will be there with food, financial assistance, and other supports. Please visit CatholicCharities.net today and donate what you can. That's CatholicCharities.net. I donated, and so can you.
On the next, Cubs 162. The gift of perspective in these uncertain times.
I'm more worried about going and saying hello to my parents. I got teammates with kids.
4 Cubs make the most of their living arrangement.
If you're going to be quarantined, it's not a bad place to be quarantined at.
Cubs 162 on Marquee Sports Network.
You're watching Marquee Sports Network, the new home of the Cubs.
Harry Carey back at the ballpark. We're going into the bottom of the 10th. 10-9 in favor of the Astros. 43 is in there. Is that still Bears?
Still Dave Beers, yes.
I thought they'd go to Mike Henneman, whom they acquired from the Detroit Tigers. So, here's McRae. McRae is 1 out of 4. His base hit tied up the ball game in the 6th. McRae, Hojo, and Grace. Veras throws the fastball in there. Strike 1. Base hit! Tying run is on again. McRae lines a single to left. And here is Hojo. Johnson doesn't hit them at too many double plays. He's pretty fast. With everybody moving around, let's see what he does. The infield back. The Shipley at third, very close. The game no sign of bunting. 1 ball, no strikes.
Howard's only grounded into 2 double plays all year, and this has been some ball game.
That evens a count, a ball and a strike. The Cubs 1 run behind, nobody out, bottom of the 10th. Johnson looking down at Tony Muser. Hojo hitting left-handed against Veras. Throw to first, runner back.
And there's nobody in this league that goes in harder at second base than Brian McRae. So on a ground ball, you can bet that he's going to be doing everything he can to break up 2.
Now ready. And the pitch. Strike 2 call over the outside corner. So there's no sacrificing in this situation. And I'm glad there isn't. Hojo can break this thing up with 1 swing. Back in time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 10-9 Houston. Now the pitch. Runner back. Veras. Has made 4 wild pitches. McRae a lead. Way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eusebio, the catcher now. Rick Wilkins went out for a pinch hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a fly ball in the left field, way back. Whoa, what a catch by Cangelosi. Oh, boy.
Brian McRae had gone around second base, had to re-tag second on his way back to first. And John Cangelosi just made an outstanding play.
And so here's Grace now.
What an effort that was by Cangelosi.
That's a ball game right there.
Howard Johnson can't believe it. He's thinking he's going to wind up maybe at second or third.
Here's Grace, who doubled to tie up the ball game in the 8th. Well, a homer would win it right now. Runner back. Sosa will be next. Now ready. Slider on the outside corner. Boy, this guy doesn't throw too hard, but has fine control. 10-9, Houston. Bottom of the 10th. Steps off the rubber. One on, one out. Boy, Biggio, 5 runs scored one day. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. They play Grace straight away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the pitch. Pitch out. 2 balls and a strike. Eusebio. They say he's got a pretty good arm. Born in the Dominican Republic, now lives in Kissimmee, Florida. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Sammy would be next. Jim Riggleman. 3 balls and a strike. Veras. Base hit right field. Here comes McCray around the third. And Grace came through with a bouncing single to right. And now the tying run is at third. The winning run is at first. And Sammy Sosa walking towards the plate.
That was a hit and run, and McCray was going. Opened up a hole on the right side, and Mark Grace just bounced it through. So runners at the corners, only 1 out. And Jim Riggleman on the phone. Getting the bullpen up again.
Now ready. I think that's Henneman down there in the bullpen now. There's Terry Collins, the Houston manager. Some wild ball game. Here's Sammy. The delivery. Low and outside. Louis Gonzalez would be next. Oh, for a long one. Even for a sharp one. Got to tie it first. Bouncing foul, a slow curve. It's the kind of pitcher that bothers free swingers like Sammy. But if he makes a mistake, Sosa, 36 homers for 116 runs batted in and hitless today. 0 for 3. Walked twice, stole a base. Way outside, ball 2. A breaking ball, and Eusebio made a Fine play. Tony Eusebio, the catcher. Grace at first. McRae at third. Strike two. Sammy thought it was high and inside.
We'll take another look at it. It's a slider, and Sammy thought it was up.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez next. Big pitch. Runners first and third, behind by a run in the bottom of the 10th. High, ball 3. Now they got a decision to make. Would you start Grace with only 1 out? Sammy strikes out a lot, but he hits a lot too. 3-2. Grace was not going. 3-2. And they figure, should he strike out, they still got Louis Gonzalez. Rather than taking the chance and strike him out and throw him out. There's the Riggleman and Collins, the 2 rival managers. Jim Riggleman, Terry Collins. Both doing outstanding jobs, young managers. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Long drive in the center will tie up the ball game. There's a catch. Here comes a tying score. Sammy drove in his 117th run of the year to tie up the ball game.
Sammy picks a good time for his 2nd sacrifice fly of the year. Hits it well far enough. Nothing Hunter could do as Brian McRae scores easily, and this one is tied again.
Here's Gonzalez now. He homered in the 3rd with a man on, as did Scott Service in the 2nd with a man on. Both ex-Astro players. A little bit outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. In there's slow curve, strike call. Dennis Watson, go over and buy some gasoline. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quick throw, runner back. Now Grace is not the fastest man, so an extra base hit may not score. But Dunston would be next. Way outside, ball 2. This Veras has long counts, it seems like everybody. The Cubs have tied it up 10-10. The Cubs are once ahead 5-2 in this seesaw affair. A yo-yo ball game, up and down. Fouled it back, 2-2. Gonzalez. Gonzalez spelled backwards comes out Zelaznog. I've heard of eggnogs, but not Elaznog. Oh, he fooled him with that off-speed pitch, a forkball, I guess. However, the Cubs have scored 1, 2 hits to tie it up at the end of 10. Who's going to have enough pitches to go all the way? The score tied 10-all.
Doug.
Give me your hand! I can save you! Lots of money with Liberty Mutual! We customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hi, I'm Lolly, a Domino's franchisee.
As you can see, we're open and working hard to safely keep putting food on people's tables.
And we could use your help doing that.
If getting some full or part-time work during these tough times could help you,
Domino's is hiring.
Head to jobs.domino's.com
and apply today.
Because we're not only committed to putting food on people's tables,
we're committed to helping you put food on your table.
Every weekday night, tune into the stadium.
Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred wants to play as many games as possible as soon as possible.
If this 2020 Cubs team wants to get back to where they were at 2016, I think David Ross is going to be the right guy to lead them there.
You're either going to get through this or you're going to grow through this. And I think it's a great chance for coaches, business people, everyone to get better at your personal craft.
The Stadium, weeknights at 6:30 on Marquee Sports Network. Presented by UI Health, changing medicine for good.
Tell us we can't, and we'll prove you wrong. Knock us down, and we'll get right back up. Call us risk takers, misfits, bad boys. But we know what we want, and it feels like American muscle, looks like advanced engineering, and smells like fresh, cut grass. Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
I'm going to have to talk to that Veras, see what that pitch is. I can't figure out whether it's a fork ball. It breaks like a change of pace curve, but with more downward movement. Here's Brumley. There's a high fly ball. Deep left field. It's going to be out of here. And it is one pitch. And Brumley, geez.
Harry, that's his first hit of the year. He was 0 for 16, had no batting average. And his first hit of the year in his 17th at bat is a first pitch home run to put the Astros back on top. And how about Mike Brumley reaching out and taking it way back as Gonzalez hits the wall and runs out of room.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, 11-10. He used to be with the Cubs, by the way. Mike Walker. Brumley's the most surprised guy in the ball club. He hit one. 11-10 now.
I guess he's the most surprised guy in the ballpark. Wow.
First pitch right down the middle, figuring a pinch hitter. He's going to figure he's going to take one. He didn't. 11-10. I would imagine both of these managers are, when you ask them about next year, they're both going to say we need a lot of pitching. He struck him out. Stankiewicz called out on strike. Boy, oh boy, Brumley, Stankiewicz. Shipley. Stankiewicz now hitting Shipley's fan. Here's the pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, 1 in. I'm just looking up Brumley. See if I can find them in their yearbook. see how many home runs he's hit during his life. Been in major leagues off and on. Walker throws the ball away, ball 3. He's not even listed in their book. Here we are. Ball 4. Stankiewicz walk.
Here comes Jim Riggleman in what's been a familiar trip for him. And he's going to go and bring in Anthony Young.
I'll tell you how bad things are. We're trying to find some information to pass along to you about Brentley. I know he's been around in both leagues. For a while, he was even here with the Cubs. And I know he could not have hit many home runs in his career. And one thing is for sure, he's certainly going to enjoy tonight. Anthony Young.
Anthony Young comes into this one, 2-4, 3.79 ERA, on for the 30th time, and he inherits Andy Stankiewicz at first base. And the first man he'll look at, John Cangelosi, who's had a tough day today, but made a fine catch in the 10th inning.
Cangelosi without a hit. He's nothing out of 6.
The sun is coming down, angling right at Mark Grace, who can just barely see.
Swung and he missed.
I think he's hoping that Anthony Young does not go to first base and try to make a pickoff throw.
Mike Brumley came up with the Cubs originally in '87. He had 1 home run that year. Had 1 home run in Detroit. Had no home runs in Seattle. Had no home runs in Boston. No home runs in Boston the next year. No home runs in Houston. No home runs in Oakland. And just hit his first home run today. How many? It's been how many years?
Well,
the last home run he hit
saved up a long time.
Was in Tacoma a year ago. Cangelosi, 1 ball, 2 strikes. There goes the runner, swung, fouled it off. Gotta hang in there. 11-10. The Cubs have been coming back all day long after originally leading 5-2. One ball, 2 strikes. There goes the runner. Here's the peg. He is safe.
4th stolen base of the year for Andy Stankiewicz. And the Astros have really run wild here today.
A 7th stolen base, isn't it? Something like that.
That's 7. And he's in ahead of the tag.
Well, this, unless the Cubs can rally, will nip the hopes for a wild card and the hopes for a 2nd place finish. And this game could have been won so many times so far today. Swung and he struck him out. Cangelosi goes down swinging for the 2nd time. He's 0 for 7.
Good sinker away from Cangelosi, but now you've got to deal with the hottest hitter of the day, Craig Biggio.
Anthony Young probably will be awarded a medal if he retires Biggio. Biggio has 3 hits. He's also walked. In the first inning, he bounced out. 4 hits. Here's the pitch outside, cornered for a strike. Biggio led off the 10th with a double and scored. But the Cubs came back and tied it up. Swung and he missed. 0-2. Two men are out. 2 strikes and nothing. Here's the pitch. High pop fly. Well, what do you know? Biggio is retired. And it's 1 run, 1 hit. We have 1 man left and we go into the bottom of the 11th. Again, the Astros lead 11-10.
I'm Greg. I'm 68 years old. I do motivational speaking in addition to the substitute teaching. I honestly feel that that's my calling, to give back to younger people. I think most adults will start realizing that they don't recall things as quickly as they used to, or they don't remember things as vividly as they once did. I've been taking Prevagen for about 3 years now. People say to me periodically, man, you got a memory like an elephant. It's really, really helped me tremendously.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
I'm Mike Zen, CEO of the University of Illinois Hospital and Clinics. To our doctors, nurses, and entire staff at UI Health, thank you. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, your guidance and courage have been an inspiration. Our deepest gratitude is for your commitment to our patients. Your brave, selfless care exemplifies what makes us great. And Chicago, we are here for you. We will get through this together.
I had kind of given up hope. I wasn't going to spend $12,000 on hair plugs. But I tried this, and it was great, and I've never looked back.
I brush my teeth in the morning. I had braces when I was a child. We take care of other parts of our body. You can take care of your hairline. It's okay.
I mean, I'm just grateful that the products work so well, that they're so convenient, and that I don't have to stress out about losing my hair anymore.
Don't wait until you lose more hair. Go to forhims.com right now.
Restaurants are our family, the cornerstone of our communities. And our family needs help. Right now, they're facing a crisis, and they're counting on your takeout and delivery orders to help them through. Because if we don't treat restaurants like family today, they might not be around to treat us like family tomorrow. Grubhub. Together, we can help save the restaurants we love.
You're watching Cubs Classics, proudly presented by Prevagen. Let's get back to the action.
We go in the bottom half of the 11th inning, trailing by a run. Todd Jones is the new pitcher last night in Houston. In the 11th inning, he walked 3 men, and a guy named Audie hit a home run to win the ball game for Pittsburgh. Rich Audie. Here is Dunston. Now Dunston takes the first pitch over the inside corner.
Jones, a hard-throwing right-hander, 6-4, 2.99 ERA, out for the 66th time, and he's got 14 saves.
33 hits, 21 runs. Foul the pitch back. I think we got 18 pitches used, haven't we?
Yes. 10 by Houston, 8 by the Cubs.
18 pitches, good for 33 hits, good for 21 runs. 0-2 the count. Fouled it out of play. Scott Bullitt will be next. Todd Jones throws very hard. One ball, two strikes. Outside, ball two. He has saved 14 and 1/6. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base hit, maybe up. Through behind second base for a hit. Dunston singles the center. And here's Scott Bullitt. And that's a third hit for Dunston. The tying run is on.
Well, it was tied 9-9 in the 9th, 10-10 in the 10th, maybe 11-11 here in the 11th.
Bullitt batting for the first time. Hey, there goes a runner down to second base. Dunston advance. When Eusebio could not hold that pitch, it's a pass ball.
This is definitely a pass ball, no doubt about it.
One ball, no strikes. Todd Jones getting set. Fastball low and away. Jones has given up 8 home runs. Ooh, he had a good cut. 2 balls and a strike. 11-10 Astros. 34 hits between the two clubs. 21 runs. In 22 innings. Fouled it back. It count is even up 2-2. Now ready. Fouled it back. If Houston wins, they eliminate the Cubs from all wild card hopes and eliminate the Cubs from finishing second. So that's why this is so important for Chicago. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck. Foul tip, did he? Yep, he did foul tip it.
Just barely getting a piece of it, taking the mask off of Tony Eusebio. This goes on long enough, we'll be able to find out just exactly what Colorado is going to do with San Francisco.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Line drive foul. Oh boy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 11-10. Somehow this seems longer than the O.J. Simpson trial.
It certainly feels like it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, boy, this is a good time at bat for Scott Bullitt. The last time this happened, Mouton eventually hit a 2-run homer. Maybe it could happen again with Scott Bullitt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled it back again. Boy, he's sure getting a lot of looks at Todd Jones. Look out, folks. Look out right in the middle of your TV set. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bouncing foul. He tried him on a changeup. And Bullitt was out in front, but he fouled it off. Oh, for a base hit here. Ball 3. With Sean Dunston at second, you know he could score on almost any kind of a hit, unless it stays on the infield. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, he fouls it back. And Greg Panay dusts off the plate. Kirk Wendell. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Base hit. Game is tied. The game is tied. And Scott Bullitt came through again. Holy cow. How about that? What a time at bat.
And what a game this is. He finally got a curveball out over the plate, and Scott Bullitt drives it into right field. Sean Dunston scores easily. RBI number 21, and take a look at this dugout. The Cubs have really battled in this one. They've come back every time they've had a chance.
Hey, even Yosh. Yosh in the back of the crowd there in the dugout. Okay, let's see now. Here's Hernandez. Winning run at first. Todd Jones could be handed his second loss within 24 hours. Pittsburgh beat him in an extra inning game last night. Also in the 11th inning, by the way. That's when Rich Audie hit the 3-run homer to give the Pirates a 6-3 victory. Or bases loaded, I think it was. Way outside. Well, Dutchie, I told you. I told you about all the hardships, how tough it is to be married when you're married to a baseball announcer and never home when he's supposed to be, but what are you going to do? The ball is bunted. The only play is first base. He almost threw the second. I was wishing he had, because it would have been too late. Hernandez sacrifices the winning run into scoring position, and here is Mark Parent. 11-11. Fergie laughing out loud. This has been some game. 1 out, 1 in, 1 on, and 1 to go. The 1 more would win it. Swung late. And we're still going to have a chance with Brian McRae coming up next. Bullitt very fast at second base. Outside corner, strike 2. Parent is 1 out of 2 today. His leadoff double in the 8th helped tie the ball game up. 0-2 the count. Into the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scott Bullitt has been playing terrifically, stepping off that bench contributing. That's a tough job to do. He's hitting 11 out of 35 with a home run as a pinch hitter. And 265 with 29 RBIs for the year. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mark Parent. The crowd has dwindled down to a precious few. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Low, ball 3. Oh ho! There's Mark Grace cheering Parent on. Todd Jones ready. 3-2, 1 out. Runner, winning run at second. Ground ball. The Cubs win. The Cubs win. The Cubs win. Parent single to center. The center fielder fumbled the ball trying to make a play at the plate. And it's all over. And would you believe it? 12-11. The Cubs win. You would think they just won the World Series. Look at that. Look at the little leaguers. Look at the fans. Look at the old men, the young girls, the old girls. Everybody going crazy. You should have been here, folks. You should have really been here. And it's really too bad you weren't here. Oh, how about them Cubbies? When I watch this on the base hit in the dugout. Hey! Look at Mark Grace almost stumbled leaping over the railing. Just barely got through. The shortstop dove, couldn't stop it. The center fielder, Brian Hunter, wanted to make a play, but he couldn't feel the slow rolling single cleanly enough. And that's it. And Mark Parent makes his presence on the Cubs very well known and appreciated. Oh, 12-11, 12-11, the Cubs win. Wow, what more can you say?
One of the best games of the year, certainly, as the Cubs kept fighting back time after time. It looked like they were out of the ball game, only to come back and tie it until they could finally win it here in the 11th inning. And you would have thought that they did win the pennant, Harry, because when they streamed out of that dugout, there wasn't a happier team in this country than the Chicago Cubs, who richly deserve that W you see flying high above Wrigley Field.
And remember, now the Cubs are still alive. They still have a chance to win the wild card. And they still have a chance to finish second. If they can win the next 3 against Houston, they finish second to Cincinnati. It has turned out to be a great finish. And today, in case I didn't mention it before, in all the excitement, marks the 7th straight victory for the Cubs. Here's the hit. There it is. Right up the middle. The shortstop, Stanowitz, couldn't reach it. You couldn't have had a better horse running for you than Scott Bullitt. I'd love to have had $2 on his nose at the racetrack tonight.
Thanks for reliving this special game at Wrigley Field on Marquee Sports Network.
The American League crown may rest in the West, but the teams in the Central Division have improved considerably. There is a glutton of young talent and a ton of proven winners decorating the 5 teams in the division. With every team making offseason strides, all will be looking to catch Minnesota, who set all kinds of records in 2019.
Minnesota is the Central Division champion in 2019.
307 home runs, the most in history.
Historical. We accomplished a lot of things that have been done through the history of baseball.
Our guys performed so well. We got to the playoffs and had those opportunities last year because they worked for it.
A high drive to left center field. Soto clobbers one.
I think the Twins are really good. Do I hope they're as good as last year? No, because that was tough. I know the White Sox brought some pretty good players in.
Keuchel ends the day with 6 strikeouts.
But what I care about is us.
It's a long fly ball, deep right field. We're out of here.
We have a bunch of guys that are willing to work, and they're hungry. They're ready to show the world what they're capable of.
I think we're better than people think we're going to be. We have a lot of guys that have been around now, that have had some success, and we're ready to do something about it.
When you have Gordo as the voice in the clubhouse, you can't beat that. It's Salvi, getting him back, and it's good to look up to those guys and see how they go about their business, see how they lead.
Dozier hits a line drive, base hit.
I'm just tired of hearing people talk about what you can't do. We've signed some really good people here, pitchers led by Boyd. So all those things going together, it's here, it's happening.
Well, we're all missing baseball for the action, the personalities, the storylines. Give you a little reminder of what we're going to be talking about in the American League Central Division when play resumes. We're joined by friends of mine throughout the division. Dick Bremer is the play-by-play voice for the Minnesota Twins, and he's done it for over 37 years strong. Matt Underwood has been doing the same in Cleveland's booth for over 20 years. Ryan Lefevre has been doing it for the Royals since 1999 and in the division since 1995. And Bruce Levine is a veteran Chicago sportscaster who's covered numerous championships in the Windy City, including that of the Chicago White Sox 2005. Gentlemen, it's great to be with you. It's great to see you. Hope you and your family are safe and well. And, you know, I shaved for you guys today. I hope you know that. I let it go for about 2 weeks, and I shaved. That's how much you guys meant to me. Are you guys out of any sweatpants? Have you let the beard grow at all and then shaved it for me as well? What's going on?
Well, I made one mistake. I tried to cut my own hair, and that did not go well. So I'm wearing a hat now. So just a word to the wise, don't try to cut your own hair.
Well, before this all started, I had dark black hair and I didn't wear glasses. But you know, it's been a long time. But you know, we're all doing the best we can with it.
All right, fellas, let's address baseball and what's going on right now. How do you think this pandemic delay has affected the players, Ryan?
I was thinking earlier today, many moons ago, Dick and I worked together in Minnesota, and there were a couple of star players who are notorious for not swinging a bat until the first day of spring training. And that was Kirby Puckett and Kent Herbeck. And that has really changed. And players' workouts are year round now. I think they take maybe a month off in the off season, and everything is